Most people who start training pick wrong. Not because they're lazy, not because they lack discipline, because nobody gave them the right information before they started. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which path is built for you. But stick around until the motivation section, because what I'm going to reveal there changed how thousands of people train, and it's the last thing you'd expect. Calisthenics or gym? Let's settle this once and for all. First, let's make sure we're speaking the same language. Calisthenics. Your body is the weight. Push-ups, pull-ups, dips, squats. No equipment, no membership, no excuses. And when you level up, muscle-ups, front levers, plank. Moves that look like superpowers and take months to earn. Now flip the coin. The gym. External resistance. Barbells, dumbbells, cables, machines. Progressive overload is the game. Add weight, add reps, repeat. Simple formula. Powerful results. Both can transform your body, but they don't give you the same results. That's why we're comparing them across 7 categories: cost, accessibility, muscle growth, progression, fat loss, motivation, and the one most people completely ignore, which we'll get to last. Let's start with the one that decides whether most people ever begin at all: money. The unsexy topic that determines whether you can even train. Calisthenics? Basically free. The park doesn't have a subscription fee. Gravity doesn't charge rent. A pull-up bar costs $20 and lasts a decade. Resistance bands, maybe $15 more. That's your full setup. The gym? Different story. A basic membership runs $40 to $60 a month minimum. A decent gym? $80. The kind with saunas and smoothie bars? Easily $100 or more. That's $1,200 a year. And if you're thinking home gym, barbell, rack, plates, you're looking at $1,000 before you've done a single rep. On pure cost, calisthenics wins. It's not even close. But here's the question almost nobody asks. Is saving money actually the right thing to optimize for when you're starting out? I'll let that sit, because the answer becomes clear when we hit Chapter 5. So calisthenics is free. Sounds like the obvious choice, right? Here's where it gets complicated. Most beginners cannot do a single pull-up, not one. And calisthenics starts right there. Your body is the weight from day one, whether you're 55 kilos or 110. There's no beginner setting, no try it at 30% resistance. You either lift yourself or you don't. That makes calisthenics brutal at the start. Your first pull-up can take weeks, sometimes months, and that slow progress can kill your motivation before you even find your rhythm. The gym flips this completely. Dumbbells starting at 2 kilos, machines that guide your joints through every movement, so you literally cannot do it wrong. A complete beginner can sit at a lat pull-down on day one and already be building muscle, long before they'd ever nail a real pull-up. More early wins means more motivation to keep going. And in the beginning, motivation is everything. So for total beginners, the gym gives you a much gentler start. But don't count calisthenics out yet, because there's one advantage it holds that the gym simply cannot replicate. Now we're getting to what everyone actually cares about. Can calisthenics build real muscle? Yes. Does it build the same muscle as the gym? No. The gym is the undisputed king of muscle size. External load pushes your muscles beyond what your body weight alone allows. You can isolate bicep curls, hamstring curls, lateral raises. Every muscle hit from every angle with exact control over the weight. Want bigger legs? Load a barbell and squat double your body weight. Pistol squats are impressive, but they'll never replicate that. Now here's what calisthenics does that the gym cannot easily copy. And this is the part most people miss. Calisthenics builds relative strength, the kind where your whole body works as one unit. Core tight, balance locked, coordination firing on every rep. Gymnasts have some of the most impressive physiques on the planet. They don't touch a barbell. So the honest answer, if your goal is maximum size, gym wins. If your goal is athletic movement, body control, and a physique built from function, calisthenics holds its own. But there's a third option I haven't mentioned yet. It might change how you see this entire comparison. I'll get to it at the end. Progress is the fuel that keeps people training. No visible progress, no motivation. Simple as that. Gym progression is almost embarrassingly simple. Lift 50 kilos today. Next week, 52.5. Write it down. Watch the number go up. It's like a video game. Your body is the character leveling up in real time. With machines, cables, dumbbells, barbells, there are dozens of ways to hit each muscle. If one exercise stops working, you swap it. Problem solved. Calisthenics progression is a completely different kind of grind. You don't add weight, you add difficulty. Push-ups become archer push-ups, then one-arm push-ups. Pull-ups become muscle-ups. Each step can take weeks or months of focused work. That's not necessarily bad. The feeling of nailing a skill you've chased for 2 months, that's a different kind of win. But if you want clear, measurable, week-by-week evidence that you're getting stronger, the gym makes that much easier. Here's something worth thinking about, though. One of these methods has a ceiling on how hard you can push. The other doesn't. Guess which one? Real talk. Most people who start training don't care about muscle-ups or max bench press. They just want to lose weight. So let's be honest about something most fitness videos won't tell you. Neither calisthenics nor the gym is primarily a fat loss tool. The real engine of fat loss is your diet. Always has been. Both methods build muscle, and more muscle means a faster metabolism. That's the long game. But if you're just starting out and carrying extra weight, calisthenics can feel brutal from day one. Every push-up, every pull-up, you're lifting your full body. That's hard when you're already at a heavier starting point. The gym gives you a much more forgiving entry point. Machines, cables, dumbbells, everything scales. Start light, build strength, actually feel capable. Plus, cardio machines right next to the weights. Treadmill, bike, elliptical, the full ecosystem is right there. If fat loss is your primary mission right now, the gym ecosystem just makes life easier. But here's the thing I mentioned earlier. Saving money on a gym membership doesn't matter if you're not actually going. Consistency beats cost every single time. Which brings us to the section I told you about at the very start. Earlier, I promised you this section would change things. Here it is. Most people think motivation is about willpower. Push harder, wake up earlier, want it more. But here's what the research and the experience of millions of people who train long-term actually shows. Motivation follows environment, not the other way around. Calisthenics gives you total freedom. Train anywhere, park, beach, your living room. No commute, no waiting, no membership fee. That sounds perfect until it's raining, or cold, or you're tired and your couch is 3 meters away. The gym removes that choice. You drove there. You're already changed.
Time to crush it.
The only thing left to do is train. And that friction, the act of showing up to a place built for one thing, does most of the mental work for you. Watching someone hit a new personal record next to you, suddenly you're pushing harder without even trying. Here's the insight most people miss. It's not about which method is better on paper. It's about which environment makes you most likely to actually show up. Pick that one. Everything else is noise. Last one, and probably the most important if you want to train for years, not just months. Let's kill a myth first. Weightlifting does not stunt growth in young people. That's been debunked completely. Done with proper form, Lifting builds bone density and supports healthy development. Both methods are safe. Injuries come from bad form, ego lifting, and garbage programming, not from the method itself. Where calisthenics has a genuine edge, mobility. The range of motion required to do bodyweight movements correctly, deep squats, full hang pull-ups, push-up progressions, naturally develops flexibility that machine-based training doesn't always build. If long-term joint health matters to you, calisthenics keeps your body more capable, not just more aesthetic. So, calisthenics or gym? Here's the honest answer most fitness channels won't give you. The best athletes in the world don't choose, they combine both. Bodyweight fundamentals for movement quality and body control. External load for size, strength, and measurable progression. The combo gives you the best of both worlds and eliminates the weaknesses of each. But if you're starting today and have to pick one, beginner who needs early wins and structure, gym. Love the idea of building skills, training anywhere, paying nothing? Calisthenics. Overweight and just starting out? Gym, hands down. Biggest challenge is consistency? Pick the environment you'll actually go to, not the one that sounds better on paper. If you want to know the best exercises to start with, regardless of which path you pick, that video is right here. Don't skip it.